Hey, 5th grade. Here's a quick video on the key of A major, which is the key that The Red Rooster is played in by Howlin' Wolf. So, when we're first approaching the key of A major, first thing we should look at is right over here. We call this our key signature. And you can almost think of this as its own little box on the music, and it rarely gets changed by anything else over here. This is always over here on every line, and it simply tells you that anytime you play an F, it's going to be sharp. Anytime you play a C, it's going to be sharp. And anytime you play a G, it's going to be sharp. Now you may notice that there's an F line up here, and there's also an F space down here. And these sharps apply to every single kind of F, no matter where it is, but you just have to write it once. Same for the C, same for that G up there. We also know that line is our G. The space is also. And if it's up here, it also applies to the line. So anytime you see a G note, like up here, that would be sharp instead of just a normal G. And the C would be sharp, and the F would be sharp. And the only time that changes is if there was a natural sign in front of that note. So, key signature over here. You can see it's down here in our bass clef as well. And the notes that make up our scale in the key of A are A, B, C, sharp because of our key signature, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, and A. And I went ahead and put this on the piano so we could visualize it a little bit and look at it on the piano. So, if I was in our treble clef, I would be up here. And I would start on the A. There's our B. And then this would normally be our C, but that sounds a little odd. And so our ears tell us, as well as our music up here, that the C needs to be sharp. Then we go to our D, E, F sharp. Again, if we played the F, it sounds wrong, right? Listen to that if we play the F. Not quite right, so it has to be up here. And the G is also sharp, so it slides up to that black key, and then we finish on that top A. And it's the same thing if you look at it in the bass clef, it's simply lower. So instead of playing it up here, we play it down here. And that's what those low bass clef notes are telling you. All right, so now that we understand the notes in our key of A major and which ones are sharp, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our chords. So, the chords in the key of A are your A chord, your D chord, and your E chord. Those are your 1 chord, your 4 chord, and your 5 chord. And those are the primary chords that we use for the blues, right? We have our 1 chord, our 4 chord, our 5 chord, and then back to the 1 chord. So the 3 notes that make up each chord is the same pattern that we've been using for all of our chords so far, but we're now in a different key, so we have to change which notes are sharp. So, first chord A starts on the A, middle note is on the C sharp because of the key signature, and then the E is the top note. So we have A, C sharp, E, and it's also down there in the bass clef. Then our D chord, D, because it's on the D line, F sharp on that top F line up there, and then A is up here. And I actually forgot to put a line through that. That should have an extra line because I had to add it. And then our E chord is the E space here, G, and then I have to add another line and put our last note, B, above it. Those are the 3 notes. So I'll play them on the piano real quick for us. So if we were going, here's our A. So here's the A, C sharp, E. You see how we always skip the middle note. Then here's our 4 chord, D, F sharp, A. And then here's our 5 chord going up to the E. G sharp in the middle, and B. So that's a quick rundown of our key of A major, and we'll keep working a little bit with this more for the rest of the week. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick intro. All right, see you later.